All right, so you just scanned a tile and you've got nearly 1.2 million liters of hematite. You're all excited. So you go to the tile, and when you get there, it looks like this. What the hell do you do? Let's check it out. All right, so you're here. You've got your scan. You know there's ore on the tile here, but based on experience, at least for me, I know that, man, someone got pissed off at this tile. It looks like there was probably some hematite right underneath the surface or right on the surface, something. And man, other than a spire of snow, they've used the flatten tool trying to find what I assume to be, based on what I know about ghost nodes, is that they found one. And man, it pissed them off because they chewed this thing all up. So what do you do if you find a ghost node? There's several tactics that you can employ to find it. You can use your scanner to get kind of close to it. Let's turn all this stuff off and turn on hematite. So we can go and try to find our first ping and jump over here. Let's see. All right, so that's flat that way. All right, we're getting close there. Cool, close there. Closer yet. That's bauxite. Where's our tile border? Let's get that up. Okay, so there's one like right below us. Oh, no, it bounced. Let's see if we can get it on the scanner. That is not hematite. That's hematite. Okay, so the scanner's still working. Let's get our sphere out a little bit. So we're going to dig down as close as we can to try to find this next signature. So what I'm guessing has happened is someone has found the main chamber at some point, and then it went wonky on them. So I'm going to dig as much hematite out as I can until we're on that same ping as the ghost node. And we'll show you what that looks like here, but I'm not going to bore you as I run around. So we'll check back in here in a minute. All right, well, that didn't go as quite the way I thought it was going to go. It actually ended up working out to our benefit. We have stumbled upon a flat wall on that first ping that we grabbed. So let's dig a little bit of this out here and see how much we get, because if this ghosts on us, what's going to happen is, you know, we know we've got nearly 1.2 million liters on this tile. So if we don't get anywhere near that out of this one, we know there's more. So what causes a ghost node? Well, I don't know if there's really an explanation, but these flat walls are usually really indicative of, if you don't manage to mine all the ore on a tile, the scanner tends to think that there's still some like attached to this little flat wall. I mean, there's not, but the scanner thinks there is. So what you end up needing to do is typically punching through the flat wall, and the flat wall looks like that. It looks like this over here. We got a flat wall here that we're digging against. All right, here we go. Now we've got some goofy stuff going on with this checkerboarding kind of effect. So you've all dug ore before. I'm not going to bore you, bore, no pun intended, with the mundane task of tracking stuff down here, but let's dig this out and see how much we get, and then if we get another ping and if it's legit or not. Okay, so we have found a large chunk of the total amount of ore left on this tile. Let's take a look here. This thing is a hot mess. Oh my god. I mean, look at this wall. That is messy. Got a flat wall here, flat wall there, flat wall here. I dug this and this thing opened up into this. Then that went down over here. We got flat walls all over the place. All right, so I've got my little jetpack. By the way, Leniver's jetpack, this thing will be linked in the description below. I love this for mega node mining. I tend not to use it when I go finding nodes. Just I'm faster on foot, but it's got a great triangulation feature. Anyway, we can talk about that in a different video. But let's see where this thing takes us next. I waited for this ping. Okay, so now we've got a ping that's there. We'll go back this way and see what happens. See if we can find any more hematite. So what ends up happening is this meter is going to do some wonky stuff. So we're supposed to be right on top of this, right? Like it's around here somewhere. Or at least that's what the scanner says, but it's not popping up. Let's run around some more. Okay, I mean, we're right there. Go back this way. Now here's what's fun. So if I go to short range, this will likely disappear. There it goes. Okay, so this is a ghost node for sure. We have collected 181 kiloliters out of the total amount of 1193 on the tile. There's still plenty more out here. Now we're picking it back up. So I have several tactics. You could deploy a scanner on an excess core at, right where we're at now. You could dig down 100 meters, place another one, dig down another 100 meters, place another one, and let those three run and see where that ore is. And then you could basically just dig parallel and you could probably find it. I have a different tactic. I don't know if it's necessarily the right tactic. This thing we're at a weird angle, so give me a sec. I think this will work better. Oop. There we go. Let's activate this thing. Let it kind of stabilize. So I have a different tactic. I start to dig out along the edges and see if I catch a glimpse of any additional ore. Most of the time, the ore is caught in one of these corners and it will open up more. Now, will it be the rest of the ghost node? Maybe. Chances are unlikely. So NQ did a reprogramming, so to speak, of nodes like this. But if it had already been mined on this tile, like this one has here, those nodes were not retooled. So you could expect to find them all in one sitting, one node. So you end up with these fragments, like the pre-patch. So I'm going to do a lot of really boring work here. And there's another tactic you can use that kind of works. I haven't had any really good luck with it, but using the scanner, we can go around and kind of try to get close to it. Okay. And then as you get really close, you got to come in here and get into your sound settings, audio, crank that up. Okay. So now we got our sound settings, and you can go into your scanner, your detector, and really listen carefully. And you have to go very, very, very slow. Chances are it's going to be right behind a flat wall. And it's going to be hard to hear with the jetpack, so don't use the jetpack while you're trying to do this method. But you're listening for any slight crackle. You're not going to see it pop on the scanner on that line, but you're listening for a slight crackle or pop or change in noise. So anyway, I'm gonna do some grunt work here and dig this thing out a little bit, and we'll see what we can find, and if I've had any luck. I'll see you back shortly. Okay, so it was a fruitless effort digging the, as I now wreck myself, digging the walls of the previous node out. Where am I at? Here we go. Okay. So what I did though is I followed this little signature that I'm on right now down a bit. Okay, so I dug a little bit more, and I dug some more, and kind of punched through into what I can imagine is the main chamber of the hematite node previously. So we've got some extra options here now, and here's what's funny. Look at this. What in the heck is all of this ore? This is the rest of it. So these people, I don't know what happened, but like there's a flat wall up there. I came through that little hole right there, and somehow they just left all of this stuff. This is a first. So anyway, so what I did, what I would have done if this would have been non-existent, is I would have gone to that flat wall up there and those two, and I would have dug those edges. I guarantee you that's where it would have been. And honestly, that's where that ghost node that I was just on was at. So it was still registering on my scanner as a ghost node, but I punched through and, and now we're on this. This is ridiculous. So anyway, that's how you find ghost nodes. And sometimes the ghost nodes end up being just a whole bunch of ore that someone just couldn't be bothered to mine the rest of. And I'm gonna go ahead and do it. So I hope you found this useful. Hit that like button, subscribe, leave a comment. I might try to do another one like this that doesn't have a bunch of ore already, but hopefully that gave you some tips and tricks on how to find them. And yeah, until next time, fly dangerous. We'll see you around.